Not sure how to communicate better with your spouse about money? Well, today I'm going to share what my husband says is the #1 secret to keeping our marriage healthy, especially when it comes to money. Stick around. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For the best advice on budgeting and behavior with your money in your marriage, please be sure to subscribe to my channel below and hit the bell so that you are notified every Tuesday when I drop a new video. My name is Katy Almstrom and I am your money coach. And I'm really excited to talk about fun money today. And you might have heard this in different terms: pocket money, blow money, discretionary money. This practice that we're talking about today has been such a stress reducer in my marriage and in the dozens of clients' marriages that I've worked with. Everyone comes back and says that fun money is what has made communication get a little bit better, a little bit stronger. It's just one of the key elements to creating better communication. I'm going to be doing a series over the next several weeks that shares different ways that you can start to really strengthen communication with your spouse when it comes to budgeting and behavior with money and your overall plan for your money together. Fun money is really one of these key pieces. The reason for that is because it allows you to be yourself. It allows you to have some freedom. It allows you to break out of that restriction that sometimes we put on ourselves when we're on a budget. That's another topic for another day, but I really want to focus in on this idea of having a sense of individuality and having a sense of freedom every single month that we budget with fun money. We're gonna head over to the whiteboard. I'm gonna give you my 3 do's and my 3 don'ts when it comes to fun money and how to make it work for you and your spouse. All right, here we go. If this is brand new for you, you're going to want to start small. What is sort of an easy number that you can each start with? So I recommend to my clients to always have at least $10 a week per person. So that's $40 a month per person. And depending on your budget, really, you're going to have to figure out, okay, what can we actually afford here? You need to have something, okay? That is key. And you're making sure that you're also accounting for your priorities and your goals and everything else. So I have a lot of other videos that talk about this. You can check one of them out here, and it's going to walk you through where to put things in your budget, when, right? How do we prioritize? But fun money is one of those things that needs to go in your budget. We're gonna start small. Let's call it $40 per person per month. Next, and most importantly for any of these steps that we take when we're talking about communicating with our spouse about money, is that you come to an agreement. And it may be a compromise agreement, but you need to agree on, #1, how much money we're going to set aside for fun money every month, but really, what are we spending this money on? So what are the categories, what are the habits that we have that we're going to use our fun money for? Some obvious starting points are hobbies. So if you have an individual hobby that you spend a lot of money on, that might be something that you're going to now only use fun money for. So we're going to agree on the categories or the line items that we're going to use our fun money on. And so hobbies are one, personal care, things that fall outside of what you would typically maybe budget for. So in my household, we don't use fun money for haircuts, but we do use it for expensive products. Get my nails done, I would use fun money for that. Clothing that's not a necessity. So hobbies, self-care, clothing. And that's not to say that these aren't priorities and you shouldn't buy new shoes when your soles wear out, or take care of yourself. I'm not saying that if you're out of fun money you're out of luck, but these are just some of the places where maybe you spend more than you want to in your household budget. Primary reason to have fun money is to feel happy about how you're spending your money, to be excited about using it. We want to be able to encourage and support our spouse in how they want to spend their money. So if one of you has a hobby and it's caused some tension or frustration in your marriage, with fun money you can start to eliminate some of that stress. And I realize that $40 a month may not cover the expenses for a particular hobby. I understand that. But this is a starting point. As your budget has more flexibility, as you pay off debt or hit some savings goals, you can start to increase that number, okay? This is just a minimum for now. We're gonna start small. We're going to agree on what we use our fun money for. And last but not least, we're going to have the same amount as each other every month. This is not who makes what and we take a percentage. This is not I like to spend more money on myself, therefore I get more. That's not how it works. Whatever you decide to do once you have your fun money, you can save it, you can spend it, you can whatever you want. You can spend it on your spouse, your kids, but you get the same amount. So each spouse receives an equal amount of fun money every single month. Start small, add it to your budget, just get it in there. Start somewhere, $40 a month minimum. Agree on the categories. I recommend your hobbies, excessive self-care. There's nothing wrong with excessive self-care, but going out for coffee or grabbing a drink with a friend. And then lastly, each spouse gets the same amount every single month. We're gonna dive into the don'ts next. Let's go over the 3 don'ts. What not to do when it comes to fun money. So here's the first thing I hear a lot. My spouse has a side job and, he or she is able to go make all of their spending money or fun money over the weekend. No. That is so unhealthy for your relationship. It's going to breed resentment in your marriage. It's going to cause so much frustration because you're not going to be exhibiting the habits that indicate you can work together to move towards your financial goals. It is super important that if you have a side job or overtime or extra hours, extra shift, all of that goes to your income bucket, which I talk about in my budgeting video right here. And then from there, we have budgeted out fun money. It's just not a good idea. All right, it's not a good idea. Number 2, don't make your spouse feel bad about how they spend their fun money. Please, please, please do not criticize your spouse for how they spend their fun money. Do not judge how they, choose to blow their blow money. I mean, that's what it's for, you guys. Please don't criticize. Please don't judge. No judgment zone. Of course, we want to be moral and ethical and legal and all those good things, right? Otherwise, we're not judging and we're not making our spouse feel bad for how he or she chooses to spend their money. All right, and then last but not least, and this is really important and something that I talked about a little bit last week too, don't give it back, right? So if let's say you and your spouse decide on $75 a month each for fun money, and at the end of the month, you feel so guilty about having it when you're trying to pay off your car or a credit card, you feel the need to give the money back or put it towards something else. Please don't. And the reason why is because I want you to start building the habits necessary to have a healthy relationship with spending, to set boundaries for yourself and your spouse and how you spend, and to really become goal focused. Build habits where you're consistently building good, strong, healthy behaviors with money. You have to make sure that you're working on your goals, but you're also allowing yourself some fun. Okay, so let's put that in here. Number 3. Don't return your fun money. Okay, so we're working on developing these good habits. We're working on having a plan, becoming the kind of people who are budgeting for not only our goals, our short-term goals to pay something off or save something up, but also working in the room to have some fun and to let go a little bit. All right, guys, that's it for fun money. I hope you picked up some great tips, and I'm excited to hear about how you're going to implement this in your monthly budget. So what did you pick up? What was new for you? What are you excited to try? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want a little more one-on-one support or help with your unique budget, with your communication, with your spouse about money, go ahead and book a call with me. That is also down below here. And then lastly, I have an amazing community full of women who are supporting each other and working on their budgeting journey with their spouse. And we're on Facebook just having a party in a free group. So if you want to join, the link to that is down below as well. I'm excited to dig into more of this series on communicating with your spouse about money. We will be back next Tuesday, and until then, have a great week, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.